In previous lecture, we have already seen that the algae, that is classification of algae on the basis of presence of chlorophyll pigments, green algae, red algae and brown algae. Then next type, that is Bryophyta. Bryophyta, silent features of bryophytes. Silent features of bryophytes or general characteristic features of bryophytes. The bryophytes are mostly grow in terrestrial habitat. Terrestrial habitat, where they grow, that is in terrestrial plants. They are found in moist, shady places, moist, shady places, but they need water for fertilization, but they require water for fertilization. Hence, these plants are called the amphibious plants. Amphibious plants. You know that the male gametes of bryophytes are motile and they swim in water and goes towards the female gamete of bryophyte, that is archegonia. Means to complete the life cycle, water is necessary. Hence, the bryophytes are called the amphibious plants. The life cycle of bryophytes shows sporophytic and gametophytic stage. Life cycle of Bryophyta shows sporophytic and gametophytic phases. Vegetative plant body is plant body is thalloid or leafy. It is gametophytic phase and generation, thalloid or leafy. The plant bodies appear like thalloid or leafy and it is a gametophytic phase. It is gametophytic phase. in Rixia, Markensia. These are the gametophytes, that is examples of the bryophytes, and the plant body is appear like this. Rixia, plant body is dorso-ventrally flattened. It has rhizoids, growing point and midrib. This is gametophytic phase. The plant body is called the gametophyte. Okay. Then spore producing capsule is sporophytic generation. Next point, that is in bryophytes, spore producing capsule is sporophyte. The capsule producing organ in the bryophytes, it is a sporophytic generation. Spore producing capsule is sporophytic, is sporophyte, and it is sporophytic generation. For example, in moss funaria, here the plant body this is gametophyte, on which the sporophyte is depend, and it produce a capsule. Spore producing organ. Here this is foot, where the capsule and gametophyte join, and another region, that is this region is a seta, means where the spore producing organ capsule, it produces the sporophyte. This is a sporophyte. Sporophyte, on which, that is on the gametophyte, this is a gametophyte. Gametophyte. On the gametophyte, sporophyte is depend, it grows. Means spore producing organ, that is sporophyte. In moss funaria, it shows in bryophytes. Bryophytes have a root-like structure. Bryophytes have root-like structure called rhizoids. The rhizoids are unicellular in liverworts, while unicellular in liverworts, while multicellular in which type of bryophytes, that is in mosses. In mosses it is multicellular. Rhizoids absorb water and minerals. Rhizoids absorb water and minerals from soil. And also help in fixation of plant body. Also helps in fixation of plant body in soil. And that is the function of rhizoids. That is absorption of water and minerals from soil and fixation of the plant body in soil. They perform like these functions. That is rhizoids. The rhizoids are unicellular or multicellular. Unicellular is in liverworts and multicellular in mosses. Bryophytes are divided into two groups. Bryophytes are divided into two groups. That is liverworts and mosses. Here liverworts is called Khedkar. Khedkar. Here liverworts are a primitive type of liverworts are primitive type of bryophytes. Primitive type of bryophytes means the plant body is flattened, dorsoventrally flattened. For example, Rixia. Growing point, rhizoids, unicellular rhizoids and midrib. Like this, the structure of gametophyte, plant body, primitive type of plant body. It is flattened, dorsoventrally flattened. Then a gametophyte possesses, that is flat plant body called thallus. Primitive bryophytes, that is plant body is thallus, it is gametophyte, dorsoventrally flattened, and green in color, prostrate with unicellular rhizoids. For example, XI.SCI and Markensia. These are the primitive group of bryophytes. Sometimes they appear roseate in appearance. Roseate in appearance means that is they appear like this. The plant body gametophyte appear roseate in appearance. Likewise, green in color, heterotrophy, mode of nutrition. Then vegetative reproduction takes place in XI.SCI and Markensia also. Then hornworts, another group of bryophytes, that is hornworts. Hornworts, Anthocerote. Anthocerote. Here the plant body is thalloid, flattened. Here also the plant body flattened, dorsoventrally flattened, but the thallus produces a horny structure which is called thallus. Produce the horny structure is called the sporophyte. Hence the name hornworts, that is it appears like a horn. Hence name gives to these hornworts, these bryophytes, hornworts. Then mosses. Mosses are the advanced bryophytes. Mosses, or is also called the musi. They are advanced members of bryophytes. Members of bryophytes, because it is plant body is erect, it appears like angiospermic plant. It is not an angiospermic plant, but it is a false plant, and plant body is erect. Then gametophytic phase of the life cycle includes two stages, that is gametophytic phase of life cycle includes two stages, that is protonema stage and leafy stage. Gametophytic phase of life cycle includes two stages, that is protonema stage and the leafy stage. Protonema stage and leafy stage. Here the protonema is prostrate, green, branched and filamentous. It is also called the juvenile gametophyte. It bears many buds. Then leafy stage is produced from each bud. Thus protonema helps in the vegetative propagation in the mushy or in mosses. The vegetative reproduction takes place by birds from the protonema. The leafy stage is produces from each bird, and thus protonema helps in vegetative reproduction. The leafy stage has erect, cylindrical in mosses. Structurally, it appears the rhizoids are multicellular. Multicellular rhizoids. Then on the stem-like structure, that is leaf-like appendages are spirally arranged. Spirally, compactly arranged, on which the sporophyte is depend. Sporophyte is grow. Sporophyte, that is capsule. It is capsule. And where the gametophyte and sporophyte are joined, place is called foot. Remaining region, that is seta, and togetherly called the sporophyte. Sporophyte, spore producing organ. Sporophyte is partially parasite on the gametophyte. Here gametophyte is autotrophic mode of nutrition, but sporophyte is depend on the gametophyte for food. Hence it is called the parasite, and it produces the spores in the capsule at maturity. In this way, then vegetative reproduction takes place by fragmentation and budding in secondary protonema stage in the bryophytes, that is in Funaria. Then economic importance of bryophytes. Importance of Bryophyta. Some mosses provides food for herbivorous mammals. Mosses provides food for herbivorous mammals. Herbivorous mammals. Then another significance, another importance, species of sphagnum. Sphagnum is bryophyte. Moss provides a peat used for fuel. Species of sphagnum, that is moss, provides a fuel, that is peat. It is called provides the peat used peat. It is used for fuel, इंधन म्हणून, ज्वलनशील पार्ट म्हणून त्याचा उपयोग हा ज्वलनासाठी केला जातो. Then mosses are also used for packing material. Mosses are also used in packing material, in living things, packing material for transport of living material, because they have significant water holding capacity. Mosses are also used in packing materials for living things. Why? Because it has water holding capacity. Water holding capacity. Hence, they are used as packing material. Like the lichen, mosses are also a first mosses are also first growing organism on rock, and they produce the soil for growing other organism, other plants. Means they dissolve the rock and produce the soils. Then the dense layer of mosses prevents the soil erosion, helps in prevention soil erosion, and thus acts as soil binder. Soil binder. या ठिकाणी मॉस हा जो आहे हा जमिनीवरती त्याचा लेयर वाढल्यानंतर तो जमिनीला घट्ट धरून ठेवतो आणि त्यामुळे जमिनीची धूप ही होत नाही. अशा पद्धतीनं आपल्याला ब्रायोफाइट्सचे इकॉनॉमिक इम्पॉर्टन्स हे सांगता येतील. ओके, थँक्यू.